What's up, guys? PJ here from 3D Printing Canada, and today with me I have one of our fellow good friends and fellow YouTube star himself. We've got GüeroLoco here, and we're going to introduce some products to you today and what he likes.
Yeah, I've choose some product that I like. So sorry, I'm a French speaker. My channel is in French. Go to the channel, the GüeroLoco, and you see everything is in French. So I have a weird accent, but I come from Quebec, so that's why. So I've selected some products from the store, and let's talk about that.
Sure. Where did you want to start?
On your side?
All right. We've got some 3D resin here.
Yeah, exactly. I know you're not a big fan of resin, right?
Chris uses it. He's our resin expert. We used to have Jeff, but now we have Chris.
Yeah, I do a lot of 3D resin printer. So I have like, I don't know, maybe I had like 5 or 6 resin printer.
Nice.
And I've tried this one maybe 3 or 4 months ago, something like that. And it's super easy to print.
Nice.
Okay. At the beginning, I have a problem to make it stick to the bed.
I like everything, right?
Like everything.
Yeah.
But when you expose a little bit more than suggested on the halot one, Creative Halot, it's worked perfectly. A little bit of retraction and deformation, but super easy to print and doesn't smell super bad.
I noticed that when they print it in the back. It doesn't really smell that bad. There's some resins when I go back there. I'm like, whoa,
I remember
kind of knocks you off your feet.
The first resin I've tried was one how.
Okay, yeah.
And it's super stinky.
Yeah.
Like crazy. And it was my first resin, so I didn't know that was not normal.
Yeah.
And I remember my wife was on the second floor and smelling the odor of the resin, and I was on the basement. So I said, I cannot print resin at home.
In the house.
But now those days of printing resin are better. So this one is pretty, it's 3D RS. And if you are using the slicer, it's called Lychee.
Lychee.
I think all the resins from 3D RS are already available in the community.
Oh,
so,
wonderful. That's good. That's really good.
You don't have to play with, exposition time.
Exposure settings?
Exposure settings. So it's already configured. So
nice.
Yeah, I recommend Lychee software, by the way, if you don't use it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
G2Box is great, but...
I know Chris uses both down there, so... Maybe they have their pluses on both sides, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And negatives, of course, like with everything.
Absolutely.
Right? Everything always comes with that negativity in it too. I mean, our failed prints and cursing at our printers happens pretty much daily.
Oh, do you have some failed prints? I don't.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
Many failed prints. My boss likes to leave T-shirts that say how many days with failed prints on our printers when he comes in and they fail.
It's normally one. On the Monday morning, it's like 2 days without failed. Yeah, because it's weekend.
But then the rest of failed prints.
It's 0.
Yeah.
So okay, let's put it on the side. So next product that you have.
So this is something I really like. I really like the Matter Pet G myself.
Absolutely.
I like their product. Definitely not a big fan of the cardboard spool. I think we'll be correcting that in the future. Yeah. Because we work closely with Matter. It's okay if you're on a spool, but if you're on a roller,
that's a pain.
Yeah.
So this one is
improved
better.
It.
Yeah. They change it. So
yes.
I think maybe there's some spool left on cardboard, but
yeah. But it is nice. Being able to recycle it when you're done is what I really like about it. But it is a very good product too.
Yeah.
One of my favorites from him is his Pet G carbon fiber.
Yeah.
It's really, really good stuff.
Is this one right?
Yeah. No, I think this is just the gray Pet G.
Yeah, it's the gray.
Maybe we don't have the Pet G. No. Well, we'll show that one after, but that's one of my favorites too. So we don't have any of it up here, but he also makes nylon too, guys. So his nylon's really good. The only thing I found with his nylon is it likes to be printed a little bit hotter. If you're printing at 260, you're going to be around 20 millimeters a second. But if you can get up to 275, I've gotten it upwards of 65 millimeters plus with his regular nylon. So that's another product I really like as well. We'll definitely have to do a video on how to tune this stuff.
Well, I just received last week 6 spool from them. The new product, PG with PLA with carbon fiber in it, PG nylon, and 2 kinds of nylons. And I didn't play with those.
Yeah.
But
I had the honor of doing it when he was first making it, and he did a great job. So.
Yeah, they are supposed to be super easy to print for nylon because
it is. It was really easy to print. It was really easy to print. E-Sun's another good one that's like really easy to print if you just use their basic nylons. It's really easy to print. But these guys definitely, even as PLA for some reason, it prints at a higher temperature. Did you notice that?
Yeah, absolutely.
It also, I did notice, now for PLA, we all know PLA isn't going to be as strong as some of the other materials we use, but it definitely is stronger than any other PLA I've ever printed. So I'm definitely impressed with this guy a lot. He's doing a great job. So.
Yeah, I found the quality of the PLA and PETG are similar to the Sakata, or a little bit better. So
more of a premium brand, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
And on talking about nylon is a pain to make it stick.
Yes.
So what are you using to make it stick?
So personally, for nylon, to make it stick, I just use glue stick and carbon fiber. The reason you use carbon fiber is because nylon, if you do it on glass, it'll work great. With glue, it'll adhere so well, sometimes you end up pulling chunks of the glass out.
Yeah.
I've been running carbon fiber build plates now. I'd say we're going on about a year from the beginning of testing it, close to a year. I am still running the same carbon plates at home on my 3D printers at home, as well as the ones in the shop. So even PETGs can pull glass. So carbon fiber is really nice. The spring steel is fine or the spring carbon, excuse me, which we have here as well, is okay for nylon, but the problem is if you do a big part, that magnet's gonna let go.
Oh.
And because it's flexible, it's gonna come up. So it's okay if you're doing small parts.
PLA or PLA.
Anything like that, but always glue stick with this. I've heard some rumors that ABS will stick to it with nothing. I haven't tested it yet.
Seriously?
Yeah, I've heard some rumors from a couple customers, but it's worth testing. Have you tried it with ABS?
Yet.
I'm gonna try it too. I just haven't. We're so busy around here getting printers in and making videos and everything else that I haven't. I've got to test it though. So
did you try PLA directly without any glue?
It doesn't stick.
It doesn't stick at all.
So if you want to use carbon fiber, you're going to be stuck with glue for sure. There are a few things that won't stick to glue stick at all. Flexible PETG. High temperature PETGs, they only stick to the build tack, like the polycarbonate build tacks.
Build tack are the PEI. The textured one?
No, never got it to stick. So high temperature PETG and flexible PETG, it's almost like they have some kind of slipperiness to them. It won't stick to glue stick. I had a nightmare, and then I tried build tack and it worked. Cleaned it with a little alcohol and it worked. So yeah, but carbon fiber is my favorite surface just because I don't break anything. That's something.
To print nylon, they told me to use white glue and water.
Yes, that I used to do that. I used to do that.
Work a lot.
I used to do that, but I find even just the purple washable Elmer's glue stick with carbon works better than that glue.
Oh, that's why you are reselling blue.
We've got the purple downstairs.
The purple,
we started getting it because customers always said, "Well, you might as well carry it, so we don't got to go other places." So we did bring it in.
A dummy question. Are you putting the glue when it's hot or cold?
No, I do it when it's cold. And I mean, depending if I need that clean surface, I'll just do it maybe 3 or 4 times before I wash it off.
Okay.
But yeah, that you are right about the white glue though. That's the owner Richard. That's one of his old tricks.
Yeah,
works great on
glass.
glass. Yeah. Works great on glass.
Yeah, you can chip off glass.
Oh, no problem. You'll take that whole. I don't even want to say how many pieces of glass.
And don't mess with the ratio. It's 33% of glue and 66 of water.
I did 50-50, and just because I had a part, no heated chamber, was this tall.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It took 3 days. I was nervous the whole time.
Still have
I
glass.
didn't pull the glass. I got lucky. I got so lucky. It was for a customer. I couldn't have been happier when it was done because I was like, 3 days later after printing nylon without a nylon 910 too, Tallman 910 it was, and it was a 3-day print.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Did you try the Build-Tech spatula to remove the prints?
Sometimes you know what I do. I'll try that, and I'll actually take on my bench grinder and file down the scraper, the paint scraper, really nice and flush, so there's no burrs or anything, so don't scratch your carbon, and you can get it under really nice and easy. Sometimes, especially with nylon, I'll just take something a little heavier and start hitting at the top of the print and hitting around it until it
I saw
pops
people
off.
just lifting a corner and use floss to remove it.
That's
Never
another
tried
one.
It,
you know what though? The nice thing about the carbon fiber with nylon is, as soon as it cools down, pops right off, even with the glue stick. So that's one real big plus if you want to print stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure. So
let's continue with the other one.
Yeah, let's see what else we got
you
here.
may be surprised with the next one. Why I choose this one.
Okay.
So What do you think? It's standard PLA red. Why?
Yeah, because it prints awesome.
Yeah, and the color. It's the best red ever I've seen.
And and you know what? We've had this since the beginning, since Richard and Chris and Steven started this business. They've had this line, okay? And this line is it's consistent.
Absolutely.
If one thing, it's consistent, easy to print. It's not going to be like Matter PLA where it's really strong, but it's always consistent.
Yeah, for all day, everyday printing, that's a very good product. And especially the red, I didn't find vibrant
reds like that. Yeah, it is really nice. I agree. Yeah. I couldn't agree more.
And that is the only reason why I choose this one, because it's super easy to print. It's consistent. And the color is awesome. So if you want a good red product for, could be some...
And it's affordable.
Oh yeah, it's like affordable. 20-ish.
It's normally around 24, I believe, but Chris puts it on sale from time to time, so we save a couple bucks. And I do believe they do bulk discounts. So.
And sometimes you have to go on the sales... on the website, there's a sales...
or you can be on our emailing list too, because then you'll always find out about sales. That can help too, so you can sign up for our emailing list as well.
I have a better idea. Just go on my channel and you will have a discount.
Yeah, there you go. He's got discounts, product codes, so check out his channel as well. Definitely, yeah.
Well, so I call it standard PLA. There's
that's all we
standard
call it,
PLA. So
just our house brand stuff.
Affordable, easy to use product. So
I'm definitely. So what do you got next for us? Okay. I'm not gonna lie. This product. All right, guys. We'll get it up here and show you here, nice and close for the camera. This is 3DX Tech. You want to speak a little bit about it?
I like this product, but I think it will be my second favorite in a few weeks.
Yeah, it's not the easiest thing to print right away. But
no, it's hard to print.
But once you get it, it is easy to print.
I've made a coupling system for 3D printer. Normally they have belts, and I've designed and print some gear to replace belt, because I didn't have, and I used this one to make the shaft between those one, and it doesn't flex at all. It is a good product. It's good. Kind of hard to print.
The reason it's hard to print, though, compared to most carbon fibers, is it's actually chunks of carbon fiber.
Yeah.
So 0.6, 0.8 nozzle, you'll never get away with a 0.4. It'll jam within the first 5-10 minutes.
I've tried.
Me too. Work. Me too. Yeah, I've even tried to crank the temps. It doesn't work.
I'm printing with a 0.6 millimeter in.
That's what I used to.
Yeah. Because 0.8,
it's tougher to print 0.8, so 0.8 is okay when you've just got basic stuff you're printing. Basic shapes is okay. You definitely got to dial once you go to the bigger nozzles, I find.
Did you saw my video with the nozzle with 1.2 millimeters?
Oh yeah, that's
it's like jelly that you put out of the nozzle, and that's awesome.
And it is, but I mean, it's not practical for all applications at all.
For a vase.
Yes, it's very practical.
It's very practical. It's very hard vase, but it's useless.
But this is definitely something I would recommend for functional use.
Yeah.
Even if it's for a container, once you've got it dialed, it threads together. Mm-hmm. You ever done anything threaded? I've done a bunch of containers with it, and it threads together beautifully.
Exactly. Just put a little bit of grease.
You can take even like actually I find I've never really needed it, but on a few prints I have, not this stuff. But I'll take just the sewing machine oil, a little drop, and just help.
WD-40 have a Teflon, dry Teflon spray.
Yeah,
it worked.
That'll
awesome.
work awesome for threads. Yeah,
exactly. But this carbon fiber filament is awesome.
It is.
But I say later on the video that will be my second favorite carbon fiber because M3D will. They have carbon fiber.
Similar.
It's
not exact. 3DX Tech has really been doing this for a while, and they make a really good product. So it's not, but Matter's a brand new company who's already doing amazing things for a new company. I mean, I support him definitely. I'll stand by his products as much as I would 3DX Tech.
I'll try the pool that I have, PG and carbon fiber next week. So I'll see how it's compared to.
They make some nylon carbon fibers, glass reinforced. You can get different fills to the amount of. It's definitely a premium price.
Absolutely.
This is definitely a premium price when you get 3DX Tech.
I think you can buy at least 4 of those.
Yeah,
get
for one of those. Yeah.
And this is not peak.
No, and if you get into the peak, which is, it's not really at a hobby level though for peak.
No.
I mean, you're looking at minimum of a $10,000 printer to print peak successfully.
Successfully, yeah. But I you know the Artillery Genius?
Yeah.
I modify one to put some water cooling on it.
Nice.
So I can print up to 500 Celsius.
Yeah.
But that's super
The
scary.
heated chamber part is the main thing that really matters.
Yeah,
I find,
exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
I did Altem on our Trudons downstairs
yeah.
with the Slice Engineering Copperhead hot end, but it was Altem CF, and I did a small cube.
Oh, congratulations!
And it worked.
So you can say I've print peak.
Yeah, well, Altem. So
oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
PI with carbon fiber. Anything with carbon fiber makes it easier.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, especially when it's a polymer. So when you get into polymers, carbon fiber is really the best learning because it doesn't want to warp as much because the carbon fiber keeps it dimensionally stable.
This filament doesn't warp a lot. Maybe a little if you have a big surface with a straight corner and very sharp corner, but
or a lot of pulling force, a bigger part,
exactly. So go with the next.
All right. I haven't got to play with this yet. I've been so busy. This stuff here, this is a PLA with metal in it, and you sinter it to get literally metal parts and mask and get rid of all the
90% of bronze, or there is copper, bronze, stainless steel, and
there's a few different
88% of copper into it. So and the spool is huge because it's super brittle.
Yes, extremely brittle.
Yeah, I think the spool is coming up to here.
Yeah, I think there's this much, maybe, it's.
And don't put it on the top of an under tree, okay?
Because the curve, it's not going to like it.
And I don't know if you have to print it with a 0.6.
Yes, 0.6 hardened. It definitely, anything like that abrasive.
Oh
the
man,
0.6
this
hardened.
is super abrasive.
Oh yeah,
we can feel the filament here.
You would literally have a nozzle the diameter of the filament within an hour.
After a half
We've
kilo.
done it. We took matter PETG carbon fiber and printed on a brass nozzle.
Oh no.
It was, I'll show it on a video one day. I've kept it downstairs. It's pretty much 1 mil hole.
Yeah, I'm using Zodiac.
Yeah, I like the Slice Engineering Vanadium. I'm a fan of their stuff. But you know what? If you want to keep the cost down, we have cloned Chinese nozzles.
Stainless steel nozzle.
I use this, hardened steel.
Okay,
stainless steel is a nightmare. Have you ever tried to use stainless steel?
Yeah, it jump.
Yeah, because the problem is it just it'd be like using titanium, which is going to deflect heat.
Yeah.
But the hardened steel will hold the temperature. Depending on the nozzle, I find 5 to 10 degrees can vary on hardened steel. You use good nozzles though, I've never had a problem. Printed still at the normal temperatures, right? Even for PLA, even switching to TPU on my Micro Swiss with their hardened steel, I haven't had to change any temps.
Yeah.
So.
If you have a small part to print, just use a brass nozzle and change it after maybe
you do
200 meters.
Yeah. But so this actually has a
special
pipe bomb. It has a pipe bomb in it.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding, guys. It doesn't. It looks like a pipe bomb. It's,
you must. No, I'm kidding.
It's a filament. It's a filament warmer, guys. So
because the filament is so brittle that you have to heat it up just a little bit to make it a little bit more flexible.
That's right.
So you never tried this one before.
I haven't tried it yet. So we're both new to it.
Yeah. So
we're both gonna learn.
I suppose
It plugs in. Is it on that end? No.
No, right there, and it's 5 volt maybe. It's a 9 volt, 3 amps.
Yeah.
So just hang in there on your printer. The filament will go through.
Or you could design something to mount it to your printer, or
or a hair dryer just on the top of your printer. I'm kidding.
Don't do that. We'll use the warmer.
Use the warmer, and the filament will go through. And make the filament a little bit more
soft because it's extremely brittle. But same thing says for the last thing you see in 3DX Tech. If you have too much of a bend, it's going to snap.
And if you let your spool on the printer during the night, you will hear a poing. This is the filament unspoiling.
Something like this, I would recommend maybe that you do it when you can be around it and constantly checking on it, especially for the first time printing it. Same with the 3DX Tech stuff.
You know what?
Snap. It doesn't matter if people think the filament's wet. No, it's the carbon content. It just snaps.
And it's super stiff, so it will unspool.
Yes.
And it will drop, fall off. So Did you remember Tolman? They have a kind of net.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's super useful.
On their old rolls, the old rolls. Yeah, they don't make those anymore.
Yeah. So on my 3D printer, I just put another spool holder.
Yeah.
To put it like that, because if the filament snap, it will unroll, and you know it's super painful just rolling up the spool.
So I'm pretty lucky. I own a Extruders at home.
Oh,
yeah. So I just put a hole in the plexiglass with a push fitting, so it literally goes straight down to the direct drive, which is convenient.
If we can put that on, a heating chamber.
I always do. I actually, because most of the things, I don't print a lot of PLA except for when I fix printers here. Most of the stuff I'm printing is TPU or PETG carbon fiber, nylon carbon fiber. So I'm always in a warmer.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm always in a dryer, excuse me.
Good.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, there was some build plates we never talked about either here. We got the carbon ones. You guys seen what the deal is with the carbon ones?
I didn't saw before this one. This is a flexible carbon fiber.
Flexible, yeah. So, PETG and stuff like that. You don't want to break your glass. They'll pop your print off. And then we have these really strong magnets. You throw one on the printer and one on the carbon. And, even if you damage this side, say you scratch your nozzle into it, you could peel off the magnet, get a new one, and put it on the opposite side.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Because it's no problem cleaning
or
the
you can change between carbon fiber and PE or, PEX or whatever.
Anything like that. Yeah, but I think this one is pretty cool because it's got the PEI on one side. And the
texture one,
right? So
for the TPU, the texture one works very, very well.
Yeah, it's pretty. Actually, it looks really neat too. And if you pull off a part and that finished part needs that texture on the bottom, it really.
This one is great. I didn't saw this one before.
Yeah. It's double-sided.
Yeah, I like it.
So it works out perfect, and then it comes with the magnet too, right?
So you can have both these plates and change it.
Interchange them, yeah.
And if ABS works directly on the carbon fiber,
we gotta test it because I had a customer say it works. So. Again, I haven't tested it yet, but hey, if anybody wants to give it a try, let us know.
Leave a comment. Okay.
You can beat us to it, right?
Okay,
right.
so and this is just stickers, that's right?
Yeah, that's just the magnet that you would get with the carbon, right?
2-part magnet.
That's right.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome. I see you got some more. I see you got some more resin now too.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
This one has a weird taste when you drink it. I'm kidding. Don't do that. This is a blueprint engineering. I'm using it for, I don't know, maybe 2 years.
Yeah, it's from what I see from being in the shop. It's good stuff.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It's super, super easy to print.
And it's strong too, right?
Yeah, it's super strong. But the curing time is super long. So
I heard like an hour, or am I wrong?
I'm using it maybe 20, 30 minutes.
Oh, okay, I was way off.
Yeah, but no, but it depends on
the curing station too.
Yeah, exactly, and the piece that you have to cure. But this is a really good resin. It's always blue. It's like light blue. But for mechanical part, engineering part, this is awesome. And the retraction that you have when you cure it is minimal. So I'm using cheaper resin. I've tested Resin one.
Okay.
It's great, but it shrink a lot. But it's great,
And that's a problem if you're doing something for an engineering project.
Exactly. If you do just a personnage in French, how do you say that? For example, you cut me here and print this part, a bust.
The bust.
Yeah, it's called bust.
Yeah, bust like Spider-Man. How they'll
have exactly.
Yeah, bust.
But if you print a bust of me, for example, it doesn't matter if it shrink, especially from here.
I wish mine would.
But if you do some gear, some special part that you have to,
and that's shrinking.
No, that's terrible. So that's the main problem that we have with resin. But this one, very good one. Blue resin. It's blueprint. Yeah.
The engineering blueprint resin.
By the way, ours is not bad at all.
Yeah, and it's actually strong too. It's actually relatively strong for what it is.
I've tried the Strong X, the small resin bottle, $250 for a quarter liter. That's super expensive. Man, that's hard to print. Okay, but but it's unbreakable. Okay, but it's super expensive. I tried it.
At $250, it's definitely.
Yeah, it must be very.
It's definitely something for an engineering project or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Or but maybe a part for something that needs to last.
Yeah, exactly. But this one is super, super good. So this is one of my favorites. So next one. Let's go on.
Is that an orbiter?
It's an arbor.
Nice.
You know what?
One of my favorites.
Never tried it.
Oh no.
No.
Oh, okay. I've used it a lot. It's on one of my printers, the main printer we use in the store as well. So
let's
show them. So it's got like planetary gears inside here. It needs that for the size of the motor for I think it's like
it's
the
super small.
like 820 or something. It's
crazy. Oh really?
Yeah, it's
look at the size.
It's wonderful. If you wanted to zoom in on that, Jaron, really get a good shot of it.
Super small.
Yeah.
And super light. I like it.
So for high-speed printing, guys, that's going to help out a lot. Of course, your temps are going to have to go up with high-speed printing.
Sure.
So, I mean, the faster you go, the higher the temps, the more the extrusion is going to need to be boosted. But we print down on the Trudon downstairs has one of these on it, and we print even PETG at like 120 on a regular day.
That's great.
Right? And so
you cannot do that with a hammer or something like that. It's too heavy.
No, and it'll start skipping steps, and you'll get a lot of ghosting, ringing. Things are going to come through. So with something like this, it weighs next to nothing,
and it's direct drive.
And I'm a huge fan of direct drive.
Me too.
I really am. Just when you're like you and I, you print multiple materials.
Yeah.
To have the Bowden tube, it's good for if you're just printing PLA, I think.
Yeah, maybe with the Bowden you can print TPU with super slow speed.
Really
but if you
slow.
want to print TPE,
not a chance.
good luck.
No, it's going to happen. What'll happen with the TPE, because it's so gummy, it'll start twisting inside the
like
tube.
this one. It will make something like that into
but it'll mush right up and make a big mess. Yeah.
Yo, I saw that with a Bondtech extruder with PETG.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was inside the extruder with a lot of force. So
I find a lot of problem with extruders for TPU and TPE. A lot of the problem is if it's not where the gears push the filament into that space, where Bondtech will make that little groove. Okay, that lasts until you start printing 3DX Tech and it wears that hole. So it'll wear the SLS print to where the TPU spits out the side and starts getting in the gears. So what I found for all my flexibles now, I use Micro Swiss because that piece of Bowden tube that meets the gears, when it wears out, you replace it. Their new NG extruder has a piece of titanium that meets those gears.
Wow, that's
so now you can print your carbon fibers and you can go right back to your TPU and not worry about spitting out the side. It literally pushes through about this much space now.
That's great.
They have really, they've got some more stuff. I'm not going to talk about it. I don't think Alex would appreciate that, but there is some more stuff coming, guys, from Micro Swiss that you guys are going to love in the future. And
So I have to test this one.
You definitely have to test it. It is an amazing extruder.
I may forget this one in my camera bag.
That's okay. Hey, I didn't see anything. What orbiter?
So I'll pack this later. So let's go with a filament that I don't know. It's kind of
Cicada Flex.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's called the X920.
Be good for kids' toys around the house, I think.
I think so.
Great for kids' toys. There's nothing toxic in there, anything that's going to hurt them. It's not going to give you the durability of TPU.
No, it's like a flexible PLA.
It is. I don't know what to call it because I don't have a material chart on it.
It's not PLA.
But it's not
TPU.
TPU.
It's not TPU. It's like between TPU and TPA.
It's similar to like a flexible PETG, to be honest, but the flexible PETG might be a little bit stronger. So, like I said, I think it would be good for kids' toys, to be honest.
I think so. If you don't want something too sharp or something like that. And as I remember, flexible PLA is easy to print. You can print it on a Bowden or Ender, and everything. And there are some kind of flexibility here. But,
it's not TPU though, for sure, or TPE by any means,
Yeah.
But it is an interesting product. I've done a few things with it. Again, I did do durability testing on my drones. The GoPro mount ripped right off. Whereas, our like Sane Smart stuff there, and no way, I smashed into concrete and it holds up for the most part.
Let's go with this one.
Yeah, definitely.
It's TPU.
This is something we brought in. It's like our house brand. It's like Sane Smart. It's very comparable to Sane Smart. The colors are pretty much the same, and it prints on the same settings. So this is my favorite TPU. This and the Sane Smart stuff is technically all I use. And that's all I use.
Don't be fooled. It's 0.8, it's not a kilo.
Yeah, it's
why?
not a kilo.
Do you know why?
I don't know why. I don't know why.
Because it's not much heavier than.
I know. I don't know why. I don't know why.
It's super soft. That's super
I
funny.
love this stuff.
Yeah, this one.
I know. I love it. Yeah, I love
if
it.
you bought just one, just push on the the spool. That's funny. Yeah, I like TPU and TPE. You know what? I'm using TPE to make some water gasket.
Yeah, works perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, and TPE isn't as strong as TPU though. So if you need something that's even, you could print a frisbee out of it, and it'll just take, you'd be able to hit the concrete. Like I said, I use it for. So I fly racing drones, if some of you might know me here in the store, and my racing drones crash through trees, into concrete, because we fly through abandoned buildings to race, all kinds of stuff like that. I rip the TPU once in a while, but if you've seen some of my crashes, my friend, this stuff is strong. Like, you could go take one of my GoPro mounts and whip it against this wall repeatedly, outside on the concrete, it's not gonna break.
Okay, let's do this.
Yeah, we should do it. We should get the camera and we should do some testing with some filaments and see how strong it is.
You can print something for the camera too. Try it with the camera.
Actually, yeah, it holds my GoPros on my drones, so it's what protects my GoPro.
Yeah.
Right? It's really important. Great stuff. TPU is amazing.
Yeah.
That's why I started 3D printing.
I like TPU. I've tried to print some shoes for my wife, but TPU is not the best.
It's not going to be as comfortable.
No, but I think if I use TPE, that could be a little bit better. But TPU for sandal, something like that, maybe sandal. Just
the bottom part, maybe.
The bottom part, yeah. Maybe.
We should try and make TPE and TPU stick together and see what happens. That should be another project, right?
Okay, good. Next time.
Right.
Why not? Okay. Next one. What is this one?
We got some PC Plus.
Okay,
all right.
Yeah,
Here
this
we
is
go.
real stuff.
I love this stuff.
Yeah. I'm using a lot of polycarbonate.
Yeah, it's a blend.
I had one blue transparent, which is awesome, and I'm using for when I have to hold something very, very stiffly.
Oh yeah.
Is that an English word?
That's
stiffly?
great. I've printed frisbees out of it to test it.
Doesn't flex at all.
No.
It will broke before flex.
Yes.
But it's super hard.
Have you broke it on purpose yet?
Just.
It doesn't break on the Z. It breaks like injection molding.
Yeah, exactly.
It breaks like injection molding, which is a good thing because now you know you have a really strong part.
Oh yeah.
So like I said, I printed a frisbee out of it, and it took some hits off the ground, but eventually when it would chip a piece away, it would be a chunk that would break off. It wouldn't start to delaminate, which was a huge plus.
And don't print it on magnetic base,
no,
because it will lift.
Pull it right off. You'll come home to a mess.
Yeah, that's a good subject to print on the carbon fiber.
Yep,
absolutely.
with glue stick, it works wonderful.
Exactly.
Do it all the time, actually.
I like this.
And one thing with the polycarbonate, so this is another thing, guys, we haven't really mentioned this yet. Something like this, something like even the PETG carbon fiber, but mostly the polymers nylon. No part cooling fan, guys. None whatsoever.
No. It will not work.
It won't until you start, but by the time you get to the point where you're going to print stuff like this fast, where you need part cooling fan, you won't need to.
Well, I'm using cooling just for bridging, but at 30% max.
That's it, yeah.
And I'm printing very slowly with a small cooling.
Just for bridging.
Just for bridging.
Because supports can be a nightmare with stuff like this.
Oh, well, no.
You gotta really dial them. It took me a while.
First of all, you have to make the support stick on the bed first.
With a brim, that's what I do.
Yeah, with a brim.
With a brim.
Yeah, it will work with a brim. And well, just cut your pieces, your parts, to print it without any support.
It's better to work with stuff without support. I find anything that's polymer based, you want to avoid support, unless you have an IDEX and a lot of money, right? I mean, and then you can start using the soluble supports and stuff like that. But that's a great stuff.
A lot of people are using it's PVA.
Yeah.
Just on the top layer of the support.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Some people actually will do PETG and PLA if you have an IDEX, because then you can do, and they won't stick.
It's support and won't stick.
Yeah, definitely.
So next one.
Cicada. We got some more cicada.
Yeah, we talk about that. This is the PLA.
That's the matte black, right? If I'm not mistaken, or is that just the 850? Magic Coal. That's the Magic Coal.
Yeah,
okay. It's got like a sparkle in it?
Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but there's some sparkle in it.
Maybe if we get Jaron over there can you zoom in and can you see the sparkle in that, Jaron?
Okay.
Nice. Okay,
so there's different colors. I've tried the blue one with sparkle. It's, magic.
Yes.
And the black is same thing.
And the purple too.
I didn't saw the purple.
That one's really cool. Yeah, that
so,
one's really cool
well, Sakata is a great filament.
Yep.
It's let's say a pro series. And that's
I would definitely, if you're new to 3D printing, maybe stick to a house brand stuff at first and work your way up. Once you get into stuff like this, then you can move to PET-Gs, right? And
yeah,
like
exactly.
That.
Start with the standard PLA that we saw, the red one. Go with this one and start with PG after that and TPU after that.
Oh yeah. I started with TPU. What a nightmare.
Good idea. After that, polycarbonate.
I know, right?
So next one.
We did the polycarbonate.
Oh, we did the polycarbonate.
And we did this one.
Oh yeah. That's right. Let's just remove that. This one. Look at the color.
Those are the new silks from the European silk stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, and when you print it, it just looks beautiful. There's no,
Did you saw the reaction of the filament when you just extrude some filament?
Yes.
It shrinks.
It shrinks back up. Yeah. All silks I find do that.
I think it's for the surface tensions.
Okay.
I think so,
okay.
But not sure.
But it still prints really easy. A little
a
little hotter. 220 I was doing, I think.
220, yeah.
I think I was doing 220 with this stuff to get it to come out.
And but the finish is super nice filament color. This is Euro PLA silk. I don't know.
It's the Euro PLA silk. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I really like it.
Easy to print.
Yeah.
And nice finish.
So a little hotter though, right around 220. I find to get that really shiny finish.
Last one.
What is that? I don't know.
ASA.
Okay, ASA. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like ABS.
It's ABS, pretty
but
much.
UV resistant.
Resistant. Yeah.
Yeah, the same. Toxicity.
I was gonna say people will say it's not as bad, but I don't know.
Well,
I still get a headache from it.
Yeah, me too. And the sore throat,
upset stomach if you're in the room too long. So if you got kids in the house, don't do it unless you have a BOFA filter.
Yeah.
At minimum a BOFA filter.
I saw 2 here.
Yeah, we got a little sneak peek coming up.
Yeah, super filter. I've tried the Ziflex.
Yeah.
It worked.
The BOFAs really work.
But there's a lot of sucking power.
Yeah.
But
the BOFAs, they come at a premium price, but they work.
They are, yeah.
They work. You could put it beside your printer, printing ABS, and you won't smell it.
Yeah.
We've tested it. Even the laser, hooking it up to the laser.
Yeah.
And the laser was just venting into our warehouse. No problem. So it's a good material and it has its uses.
Yeah.
It's hard to print though. It's just
it's
like
hard
ABS.
To print. I'm using ABS juice.
Yep.
Yeah, it's you just melt piece of ABS into acetone.
Acetone, yep.
And just print it on the carbon fiber, for example.
Can you put acetone on the carbon fiber? I haven't.
Yeah, I do.
And it's working?
Yeah, it's working.
I know. Wonderful.
But normally I'm using glass with, I'm using on my Ultimaker. So because it's totally closed and I have my Ziflex connected to it. But ASA, it's very useful to make outdoor parts. For example, I have an umbrella and I wanted to make it hold on the ramp.
Yeah, okay.
And I just designed an arm with ESA. And it was outside
and it holds the umbrella?
Yeah.
Wonderful. See? So functional parts again.
Yeah.
Normally things like ABS, ASA normally comes into the functional realm of printing.
But ABS, ESA, hard to print. It's a lot of microparticles. It stinks. It's not fun to print. Okay, don't start with this kind of stuff.
Definitely not.
But if you have a good printer that you can hold,
at least
because there's a lot of warp.
You need an enclosed printer. Printing any of the higher temperature materials always tend to warp off the build plate. Yeah. So having the right adhesive, the right build plate's really going to matter. And like Dominic said, that ABS slurry they call it with the acetone is probably one of the best ways to get this kind of stuff to stick, hands down.
Like ABS, it stinks.
It's bad, yeah. It is. But everybody will have their use for it, or you just won't, right?
Print something for inside your car, because if you do something in PLA, put in your car, and if it's hot, it will just deform. Yeah, melt into your car.
And you know what? It'll deform faster in the car than anywhere else. Just because of how hot your car can get, right?
Yeah, PLA can handle it, but sometimes if you're in the south of the United States, for example, it will just
Oh, you're done.
Yeah, but you have to use this kind of stuff.
Yeah, and it actually works too with the UV protection and everything too. So
exactly.
it works great. Yep.
So I don't have any more products.
Yeah, I guess we went through all our products. It's definitely been a pleasure meeting you finally and getting a chance to do a video with somebody like-minded in the 3D printing community. It's been great, Dominic. It's absolutely wonderful.
Thank you for inviting me in your studio.
No, this is awesome.
It's a very nice place here. You must come to see that. They are in Hamilton.
Yeah, we're in Hamilton, Ontario.
Near between Toronto and Niagara-ish.
Yeah, we're kind of in the middle of Toronto and Niagara. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you go to Quebec City, you're welcome in my studio.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, this is my basement.
I think I'm going to have to make a trip out there just because, right?
But everything's in French, so you have to learn French first.
Oh boy, here we go. Sam's going to have to train me.
If you want to see PJ's speaking French, just look at my next video. He will speak French. He will do my introduction. That will be funny. Okay, so
I'm gonna try so hard, guys.
Yeah, you just have to listen the first 3 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, we'll go for it. All right, guys. Well, I hope you like this video. If you like this content, you want to see more of it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next video.